we switched over. We watched one episode. We will not be watching anymore of Coach Snoop.
Coach Snoop.
Last night. And the reason why I want to talk about this is Snoop Dogg has gotten a lot of press over the years for creating this Snoop Dogg Youth Football League.
Snoopy League.
Yeah. Getting kids, off the streets, giving them a place to go.
Which is great.
It is great. And
they have like nice uniforms.
They travel.
Foots the bill for all of this stuff.
Yeah, they travel to other states, play other teams. Like it's
they practice 5
days a week. Yeah.
5 days a week. They're picked up from their house. I mean, this is really good stuff.
It's great. The problem is he hires a coach for these kids who is the worst human being on the planet.
Yeah.
He says the word fuck every other word, which is fine in real life, just not fine in front of 12-year-old kids.
It's fine even, I think, maybe in college ball.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Get the fuck over here. Like, when you're...
Because you asked me, you turned to me and you said, when you were playing high school football, did your coach talk to you like that? And I said, no. No, he didn't.
No.
And he would get angrier than all hell, but he never fucking said fuck one single
Motherfucker,
time.
Get the fuck over here.
No.
What the fuck are you doing? I mean, it was like this to these kids.
Not one single time did anybody on our coaching staff, and we had a big coaching staff. I went to a huge high school. I would say there was probably 10 coaches. And I don't think I heard one of them say the word fuck ever.
Yeah.
And this was a big coach who was known for being aggressive. His father was a famous college football coach. So, like, if there was a guy who would have done it, it probably would have been this guy, and he didn't do it.
Right.
The coaches didn't swear. And, like, you remember that growing up, We swore behind the coach's back all the time.
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I remember.
You can do that, but you will remember that the person that you're supposed to be looking up to,
yes,
the man, does not curse at you, doesn't lose his cool like with other people.
Yeah.
Maybe on the field he gets super passionate, but like in real life he conducts himself in a and a role model worthy way.
The other flip to this that I was thinking about today was I got a bunch of scholarship offers out of high school. You get visits by the NCAA, 3 official visits, and you get to go and take those visits. I had known scholarship offers started coming in, but I was also going to football camp. In particular, University of Alabama. I used to go to camp too in the summers before I would start my season. And I remember I got caught because they were all college coaches. It was all University of Alabama's coaches. I had made a bad play and I had said, fuck this, fuck me. I can't believe I fucking did this. Like something to that effect. And I was angry at myself, but it was overheard by the coaching staff.
Right.
And I got fucking thrown underneath the bus for it of like, hey, watch your fucking language. Well, I mean, I didn't say fuck, but they said watch.
They go watch your fucking language.
No, but they said watch your language. We don't talk like that out here.
Yes.
If anybody's going to talk like that out here, it's going to be us. And even then, we're not going to talk like that.
Sure. And that's what I would expect.
Yes.
In ages, younger than 17, 18.
Even then, like I was 17 at the time, and it still was not appropriate for me to swear on a college football field.
Okay.
And I learned that, and I will say this, I'm glad I learned that lesson because when I took the rest of my visits, I knew that even in passing or joking or in casual conversation, that I couldn't say fuck every other word to people or at all to these coaches, the coaching staff, or any of the people that were taking me through these visits. Because it got back and you look like a shitty person for doing it.
Yeah.
And when you're older.
Yeah. But it's still low class. Like I know even when I say like fuck, it's not cute. It's just like the way that I'm talking right now with you. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I know that it's not like attractive. It's actually like, I think it's kind of not attractive when it's every other, when someone like curses a lot, it's very like jarring, don't you think?
It can be.
We're like whatever, but
I don't know. I've been doing stand up for many years, and off and on, I would say. So when I started, I think I was 16, and I think I quit around 23, 24, somewhere in there. And I use the word fuck a lot. Right.
And I think at a certain age, a lot of people do. They can say it. They're allowed. Nobody's telling them. They're in that group, whatever it may
Right,
be. You're with your buddies.
right.
You say it a lot. And it's like, it takes a certain situation or a job interview, or you like say it in front of someone's mom or whatever for you to be like, oh, can't say that all the time.
All the time, right.
You know, and with your buddies or whatever, it's like, go crazy. But
And if you're
it's jarring.
Yeah, and if you're a parent, try to make it through one episode on Netflix of Coach Snoop. Just the pilot
Try just
episode, the
one,
very
you
first
guys.
episode, and see how that coach is around those kids and what happens throughout that show. You'll be blown away.
You'll be like, oh gosh, we could really do a lot better for these kids.
Yeah.
If you're going so far as to like buy them these nice uniforms, pick them up every day, fly them to games, like you can at least pick someone that's going to be a positive male role model for them
in their life.
Snoop Dogg, I think, is when he's on the field. Like
Yeah,
they look at his videos or whatever later, that's fine. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. He seems to be being like, you need to conduct yourself in a certain way.
Yes.
And also this guy, on top of cursing, that's not the only thing. It's like there's an airplane incident where he's like yelling at a woman stewardess.
Yeah.
They get kicked off the plane.
Yeah.
He's fuck, every other word, yelling at this guy. And then when they get to the game, he's yelling at the other coaches, fuck this, you motherfuckers. So it's like, this person is teaching those kids. He's with them 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So this person is teaching those kids how to be, how to talk, how to act when you're disrespected.
Yeah. It was, yeah, exactly. It was cringeworthy. Would you say that that's a fair assessment? Like, you're like, oh boy.
It's cringeworthy because you're just like, oh, I get that, like, that's probably better than what these kids are seeing at home. And these kids are from the ghetto gang, like, the shit. So, like, this is better. But it was just like, oh, God, we can do better.
I know.
You
know.
can relate to kids and get on their level, even from that background, without talking like that and acting like that.
It was crazy to see. It was super crazy. So like that's one that you should probably pass.